I have powers. Political powers. It's clobbering time. Oh, Simpsons. How brilliant you are. Oh, once again, my radio music has decided to just not turn on. Thank you, radio music. Here is a middle finger to show my displeasure at your performance. Lazy bastard. In the meantime, okay, cool. Got stuff. Got things going down. All right. Yeah, I know. It's a little bit disappointing. I don't know if I would have used it today anyways, to be completely honest. So okay. So we got a little sub-harm action going down. And I'm tuned, which is good. And I have an 8-measure rise and fall going into the purple of the Zork strip. So that is heading for not only the rhythm of channel 1 on the subharmonicon sequencer. As the filter opens, it should start playing faster also. Theoretically. And I have it raising up and down by a fifth in oscillator 1 with the SIG. So the SIG is just giving it C's and G's on its lowest octave. So it's just popping it up and down by a fifth. Hey, Francisco. Doing good. Doing okay. Just trying to wake up, man. Super duper tired right now, but I have an Energon beverage. I haven't had an energy drink in a while. It's been months. So let's Jason, what's happening? Let's I'm gonna do a thing with like because Colin Benders is infecting my brain. Hey, Devin. Oh, Cameron's streaming now too? Damn, I didn't even know. Otherwise, I probably would have just like waited until the end and watched his. Oh well. I'll probably go longer than him. That's what she said. Ha! Sorry. Had to be done. That's what happens when you teach middle school all day. You get infected with the fucking mind virus. Okay, let's see. Let's go part 3. Part 3. Why part 3? Well, because those outputs are over here. And they're physically closer to all of my oscillators. That's literally the only reason. Okay. Let's not link CV, guys. Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Yo, I don't know the fucking Muffin Man. Or in Frank Zappa's words, the Muffin Man is seated at the utility research kitchen. Twisting his scapula aside. There's a weird tune. Thing to there. One last long thing into. Man, I never know where to put my microphone because it's always like right in the way. It seems like I got to be one of those like 80s singers and get the little headset mic, but then I'd be probably compromising my headset. Okay, submixer up. Let's hit play, see what happens. Well, crap happens. That's arpeggio number 1. And I'm going to quickly hit it part 4 and reset these bad boys. And what do we got here? We've got an 8. Let's go 6. Seems like that would be an interesting interference pattern if one of these here things is in 7 and one of them's in 6. That might be kind of cool. You know what I mean? And let's did that. This would be a no, that's weird. Let's do a rest in the end. So ding, fries are done. Fuck, everything sounds like something else. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, in this case, look, this one's going to kind of start higher and then make itself lower. So I know, Jason, you were asking me about working with the vector and stuff, and like, yeah, this is kind of it, right? You just kind of twist the dials and push the buttons and do the things, and all right, this is a much higher pitch though in this here sequence. So let's see here, Quadrax channel 2. And then I think I'm going to throw this one into, yeah, let's see. I guess I'll just use the Morpheus. That's probably the best, easiest way, because it is kind of just right there. Ooh, can I get away with a tiny little patch cable here? Ooh, I think I can. I can. Maybe. Son of a... Yep. Hey, what's going on? It's surrealist. What do we got going here right now so far? Probably not much, because nothing's hooked up to the actual, input and output. Put and output, input and output. We'll go left. Can't just use a moderate sized cable. No, instead I have to use this friggin' ginormous stupid thing. This is going to be the wave folded final output thing. There we go. Morpheus is like, dude, I'm stereo. What are you doing? You just running me a single signal? What's wrong with you? Octave this guy down. No, of course not. Motherfucker. Schwupp. Into the wave folder, Stevie. There we go. All right, man. Okay.
Go algorithm! Hooray!
What else we got? Well, we definitely need some things here. And my thought was we're going to load a bunch of stuff up into the Versio and use that as a little bit, dare I say, the bedrock of things that may be a little bit too, adventurous, so to speak. I got all these holes in my system. You know what I'm really curious about is After Later Audio makes a 1U version of Peak, mutable peaks kind of thing. So it's basically like a 2-channel like stages kind of thing, and with alternate firmware, and it like generates drums and does all kinds of stuff. But I would mainly just be using it as an envelope generator, and that would actually be a super cool thing to have right here. And I'm thinking that might be that might be kind of my next move. I mean, there's a few things that I want to do, but you know, I haven't done any planning since the NobbyCon. All right. However, I do know one thing. I do know that I want to sing into the R bar and make a choir of overdubbed voices because I'm weird like that. And yeah. So we should probably do that at some point. Wait, what? Why are you recording? Why are you recording? You nerd. No, it's because I turned the sensitivity up and it was just like, oh, you want me to record now even though nothing's plugged into the control. Certainly, master. Okay, so bass. We need a bass. Absolutely need a bass. A stereo bass would be wondrous. Let's see. Possibilities. I was just reflecting on the possibilities of actually using one of the Westons here. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Rather than that guy. That guy could go there. This giant cable. I'm trying to do a little bit of cable management here. You don't need this at all because it's not gonna affect anything. So do we still have that? Yup. Okay, you're good to go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a 3/16 delay without even trying. Beautiful. Yeah, if you're
If you're just joining me for the first time, you can also come up on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Mooglee
something. I don't even. What the fuck happened to my camera? Yeah, so my buddy that shares the studio space with me from time to time, he's actually back in town. So the other day when I was like, someone's been in here. It's true. Someone was. Okay, I'm going to try to stay like focused. Baseline. Chainsaw? Chainsaw. Let's just do part 1 for the baseline. Just give it a quick clear. Okay, let's stop that for a minute. Stop it! Baseline. The question is, do I have cables that will naturally reach? And the answer, of course, is no. So we're going to fling that guy over the top. Be all weird with it. Pitch 1, splurt into the volt per octave. And I'm trying to think. Like, that is, nah, I was like, should we try the moon phase? But no, I think I'm just going to go with sort of a more typical stereo filter. Zagreb is a good bass filter because is good 24 dB powerful filter without really overdrive or nifty bells and whistles. It just sounds good, and you can put it in H. So bass line doing its bass thing. Why for you play B flat? Let's make this 16. 16 steps, yo. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. solid 16th notes. Once you try, you'll agree. I guess we'll just go channel 3 since channel 4 is an asshole. Hate it. Fucking channel 4. What a dick. Channel 4, my quadra. I gotta get off my ass and start writing some emails and get some shit repaired here or whatever, because channel 4, the quadrax, is not working. I think I actually wanna sell Beluba. Let's get some kick drum going here. I am a kick drum. It's true. It's true. There it is. That's right. That's correct. That's synced. Let's give it a little modulation though on the bass. So again, I've got this 8 measure rise and fall thing going on the bus already. So just give it a little tiny bit, just a little tiny bit. Just start hearing it. Yeah, it's sinking back down now. Let's get a hand clap. Like literally a single hand clap for each measure. Just on beat 3. Cha. 1, 2, cha. Make me happy. Two, 3, and a 4, and a... Okay, that's better. And I synchronized it in the first try. It's amazing. It's a miracle of modern ski-enki. I speak good. Alright. I need my autofill 5000. Okay, so all y'all guys, you just chill for a minute here. We're gonna go channel 6, chain, 4 measure low, 2 more measures, that's 6, that's 7 measures low, half note low, quarter note random, quarter note random. kick drum? Yes, it's okay. Oh, that was a very full fill. Full fill.
Like your friend Phil that eats a lot. It's full Phil.
What? There's my emulations. There we are. Longer. There we go. A little delay. Oh, that's cool. That was a good fill. Yeah, it's a high quality fill you got there. Alright, and we're going to go ultra long cable for hi-hats. Even though it's not strictly necessary, it's still good for the soul to not have extra cables all up in my grill. Let's just hope I don't trip on them and pull my entire system over on top of me. That's the snare drum. Okay, so then if we send like, all right, I'm gonna throw a clock into Marbibles, and Marbibles is gonna control my open hi-hat, closed hi-hatness of it. So I'm going to basically send a gate here from T3 into the morph control. Turn the morph control up. There. So basically every time that light lights up, and if it happens to be playing a note, it's going to be longer. Things are synchronized. I hate to do this. I really do. But I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go take a whiz. So I'm gonna depart for a couple of minutes and then just put this on loop. So forgive me. This is a beverage break time. If you need to. And we back. I swear, you know, the mind is a hilarious place to just live. Every time I walk in the bathrooms here and the lights are off, and it's like this, it's a tomb, you know, it's completely pitch black. And I always have these visions of like, turn the light on and there's some like dismembered corpse on the floor or some horrific, like ghostly figure reaching out to me. And yeah. And then I just go, weird. Okay. Honestly, though, yeah, it needs to be shorter. That's better. Okay. So let's get some stuff going here. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, let's see here. I need to find myself a nice, happy oscillator to just drone for a second. Freaking frack. Plats, I tuned everything. Everything should be good. Plats especially should be good. Alright. So what I want to do is build up some chords in the R-bar. Alright. And I'm going to probably end up coughing and choking and sounding like I'm dying. Because, man, allergies have just been awful the last week or two. Or 6. Honestly, ever since the Canadian wildfires thing. It's brutal. Okay. And then, again, there's a condenser mic, so like, okay. And I'm going to ride the level. Alright, it needs to be a little bit higher than that. So, theoretically then, if I dub over the top, I mean, it should be peachy keen. It should still work. I should be able to just, like, construct a choir out of myself. In theory. Let's get that shit going. But we do need some filterage. So, here is Das Popple, the Popple filter, which is the same as the mutable, whatever it is. And then generate some gradients. Why you only left side? Oh, because it's panned. Dude. Alright. Now, we need an offset voltage to the mod to give us some internal reverb to make it truly gooey. Okay, let's get to that in a second here. So now, second one. Let's throw a 7th on there too. Nice. Running out of fucking breath like a tool. So now we got like a, not even a really, it doesn't have a third, so it's like an indefinite quality. And we got like an A, so a C minor, A flat. I can't do the octave. I can't do a low C. I'm not quite a full bass ridiculous yet. Or ever. Oh. Unfortunately, here's the problem, right? When you hit the button and it makes that click, that gets picked up by the microphone. So you hear those little thingies in there. It's really hard to not do that. Alright, let's put a G on the bass. The next one. Alright. So we got 6 buffers loaded up, doing a thing. And then we just smear it in reverb. Actually, let me give it a little bit of pitch variation too, to help with the choir sound. Okay, and then let's go channel 2 here. We're gonna go Actually, I like that. Slow 16-beat random. That's actually perfect. So we're going to throw a random into the layer. Just have it. Yeah, like that. And then I'm going to give the filter a little bit, just a touch of the my 8-measure rise and fall mod going. And then let's drench it in reverb. Oh, God. Fucking R-bar, man. It's just so good. Okay. And then, you know, my typical MO for this is let's put this on a 16 part thing here. And then I'm going to take the first gate out of the pulses, right? And then we're going to go nowhere because the cable isn't long enough. And we're going to stick that into Zadar channel 1. Sorry, channel 3 because the cable isn't long enough, because why would it be? And then that is going into somehow, it's going into the frequency control for each channel to give us some rhythmic options here. And then, of course, full-on modern-day Mellotron choir assault. How many Mooglies do you need in your choir? All of them? Carcinogenic. Man, I haven't even blazed yet. Happy Friday, everybody, by the way, and thanks for joining me on this fine afternoon. Okay, now I believe it is now time for some Melodicer plus Cloud Terrarium hijinks. And also, I think we're gonna go into the Versio. So this is gonna take a second. I want to make sure that I have plenty of mods going into. So this is going to sort of double as a lead sound and as a giant ass layer. Oh, you got, come on, really? You don't quite you son of a bitch. Gonna have to kill you now. That's all there is to it. Yeah, it just doesn't quite reach even with the longer cable. Cack. All right, so here's our volt per octave doing the thing. And, yeah, well, I think let's go with the dual dagger for this thing. Man, I tell you what, if you're looking for a small but mighty filter, I mean, that would be my first recommendation, would be the dual dagger. It's fucking 6 HP, and it's a low pass, high pass, you know, and it's not a ladder filter, so it doesn't sap your bass when you turn stuff up, which is a useful, you know, it's a useful attribute, to say the least. Okay, before I do this, though, what I want to make sure that I do is set these guys into a different recording mode, turn regen all the way down. Let me think here. Okay, so this middle one was sort of like the buffer size, and then the right side one was the recording possibility. Okay, you know, before we do this, I'm just going to stick it into a regular mixer channel and actually listen to it, you know, tweak it first to make sure that it's decent. Hey, the shrieking of the damned. Let's not use the cloud and morph. Let's use something different here. Oh, I never tuned this. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, I did. Just kidding. You're not doing your thing, are you? You're not putting out gates. You're just kind of not doing your thing at all. There's some funky aliasing going down in there that I'm not a fan of, but I think that's just the wavetables are doing their wavetable thing. Oh, you know what? Honestly, we should actually put this in the moon phase. Oh, motherfucker. Okay. Should actually put this in the moon phase, because then I can actually modulate the whatchamajig, the model, or whatever it's called, whatever it's considered. And that'll be part of the layer. So there's the thing. And right now, it just needs some LFOs or something. This guy, you going into the output. You going into the... Alright, now for some LFO action. Just go simple LFOs into CV for A. And, or sorry, XY. Okay, now, I'm going to slow this way down. There's aliasing, and it sounds like some old man humming. It's really weird. Alright, so these are quarter notes. Alright, now pull that out. And we started recording. Actually, I'm going to switch it down to whole notes and just let it kind of do its thing. Oh yeah. It's like, I'm going to put that through the Aurora. There it is. In all of its delicious glory. Crackling. Is it overloading? Oh, it might be. It's a pretty damn hot signal. Okay, and now we'll turn the feedback all the way up so it just constantly regens. If I pull the input cables, it should just keep going, like forever. And it is. simple thing would be to take the gate out from this, put that into the mode so that it's constantly shifting modes. Like so. And then take the fakey pseudo LFO and put that into the imager. Hey Simon. Okay, yeah, that has to be re-recorded because that's awful. All right, so let me recycle this whole thing here, and first of all, turn rests all the way up so I can control this, and then turn down regen so that it gets rid of that shit. Oh lordy, maybe we can turn down the input level to the filter. Let's keep it on a low pass here. Okay. Should start dying away pretty soon here. Okay, that's the raw signal. There. I think that's it. So, if you weren't here on Wednesday for my stream, my Versio is now flashed with the Praeterio Versio firmware, which is a stereo probability looper. All right. And it records a lot, like 20 plus seconds on the middle switch value. Actually, what we can do is put the left side or the right side on a different one than the left side. All right. So now when I turn up level, it should start recording. When I turn down the rests, just don't be like stupidly loud. Hello? Playing anything? Why? Why are you only going click? Okay, we're going to have to redo that. I need to figure out why the fuck this is doing. Filter turned down? Yeah, that's it. Just the filter turned down too low. Oh, there's that gong. What the fuck? Oh, I put it on loop, that's why. Son of a bitch. And I'll say that's the reason for the whole thing. There. Okay, so now it's looping, it's recording. I'm going to let that record for about, honestly, probably about a minute. Jesus, it's crackling again. Okay, never mind. Bro. Bro, why you crackling, bro? Okay, so, yeah, note to self, don't give it a supremely hot input level. Clearly, it don't like it. It's not a fan. Thankfully, the moon phase. And the Cloud Terrarium is a really, really hot output. So, kind of makes sense. I'm just gonna turn that down even more. My goodness, it's just like roasting. Oh. Okay, regen up. And then recording probability up now to 100%. Then let's hear the actual output of the module itself here. Put it on 100% wet. Let's hope that that works and it doesn't have horrible noises. This is a third-party firmware, so there's nothing saying that it is bug-free. That's a lot more manageable. It's lovely. I'm going to rig up the little Behringer sequencer. It's just the Behringer 182 sequencer, which is actually a nice little bit of kit. And I'm going to put this on, quarter note ramp down is actually a good one to use. Because then what you can do is just feed it that ramp down. The Behringer is like, I don't give a shit, I'll take anything. So trigger in. Actually, let's make it a half note ramp down. No, let's make it a whole note. That's doing its thing. And I'm gonna take, okay, that's about enough for this dude. Turn down the probability. That's a really lovely little loop right there. Okay. So then I can take the output of this thing, right? And bring it into the freeze of the Aurora. So basically, every 16 measures, it should just go and just like now. Oh, I see. So it just turns it on until the next one releases it. It's just waiting for another high voltage to shut the switch off. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so lush and beautiful. I love it. Love it. Yeah, that is really, really, really nice. So that's all working and everything is synchronized and good. Like this is Okay, now in the meantime, let's turn the filter level back up. And then we have a lead to deal with here. Ow! Oh, I like that. Meep, meep. And then reattach this to the mode. Let it just sort of scan along and do its thing. And give it some resonance, because it gets these funky vocal things. It's layering high pass, low pass, and like notch filters, and all sorts of different things. It's got 8 different modes, and you can just kind of track it along and let it do its thing. Just constantly interest, you know? All right, let's put that away for now. We'll have more time to kind of, you know, drool into that thing. Let's see. You know what would be kind of cool is to maybe throw in a little bit of percussive weirdness. So let's put this on free. This is the ADAC probabilistic generator, right? Not something I use all the time, but I really dig it. And I should probably use it more. And I think it works super, super well for little like triggers, percussion instrument triggers and stuff, but you can actually use it as straight up like sequencer, basically. So I'm going to stick this in the T networks and get some bloops and plops and bonks going here. And then I think the best thing would be to just throw these into... Actually, let's move the subharmonicon to a dedicated channel. Isn't mono. Not that it matters, because it's a mono signal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is all my shit out of tune again? Nope, that's good. But I'll betcha my loop is out of tune. No, it's okay. Alright, I must have just bumped the tuning like just now then. Because it's actually okay. Thank God. I was like, everything is out of tune all at once. Like, no! Okay, but no, it's all good. I just gotta be careful with that. I may have to do the same thing to it that I did to the Neutron. My Behringer Neutron, if you've ever played with one of those, it is the most overly sensitive tuning knobs you can imagine. You just like breathe on them wrong and you're out of tune. So I stuck layers of gaffer tape that I just cut out in like little circular blobs and stuck it under the knobs to give it friction. I may have to do that with the coarse tuning on this, because the coarse tuning has like a 5-octave range, so it's just like the tiniest little tap and you're wildly different. Nice. %, acceptable. You know what's really wild is this loop is completely not clocked. And it's perfectly in time with everything. How you work? How? What? Psychic? I guess it's not perfectly in time. It's a little bit ahead of the beat, just a hair. But man, not very much. So much. Okay, so that's there. Let's make another nice voice with the dicer and the pizza. Pizza. Why not? Here's someone drilling inside my. And there's a maintenance guy that works here. He's kind of like in charge of maintenance, Dennis, and he's like the most dedicated, ridiculously awesome employee that I think anyone could ever have. And yeah, he's like here, and then he has his like I think his assistant. I think that's who it is. This guy Mike, who's the same thing. Like he's here like weird late hours. Like I'll roll in at 7 or 8 o'clock, and they're like working on shit. And I'm like, dude, cool and all, but I kind of almost feel a little bad. Like maybe they don't start until late. I don't know. It's wild though. Okay. I'm going to take the... Yeah, let's put this into the Ikari. Ikari is a happy filter for this. And it and the pizza are like best friends. But yeah, you know, on the subject of this whole firmware thing, man, it's really, really cool. It's what I was wishing that the Lupa would be, right? And if you wanted to do tape-to-tape looping on the Lupa, it would only be in mono. And I'm like, really? Come on. And we use a little short cable for this, because we can. Could actually put this in the VCA, because the Ikari has a built-in VCA. Doesn't seem like it's working very well. I have not gotten it to work super well, just throwing it in an envelope. What the fuck? I thought that was my synth at first. Shit's breaking! Ah! Someone's drilling. I don't see anybody in the hallway, so it might be like next door. There was a salon next door to me, and their whole room is pretty big. I kind of wish I had it, but it's like stupid expensive. And then there's like a back room that curls along this back wall. When they first moved in, they drilled holes in the wall. You can kind of see them background, like right at my fingertip if you look carefully. There's chunks of plaster. Yeah, here you can see those guys. Chunks of plaster that just fell out of the wall, just broke out of the wall because they just drilled holes through the fucking wall. And I'm like, thanks, good job. God, that's... Hopefully you can't hear that too loudly because it's pretty goddamn obnoxious. But then he doesn't know that I'm streaming in here. So welcome newcomers. Feel free to chat. I'm always happy to chat about gear or puppies or whatever. You know. I feel like we have the potential and the capabilities here to add another voice at the very least. Maybe to my choir of arpeggios. That might actually be a good idea. Let me throw another one in there. God, I keep thinking that that's my synth. Jesus Christ. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna fucking kill me. Every time. Okay. Let's go into channel A, and we're gonna go just like 16ths and 8ths. You gonna play? You gonna be an asshole? Oh yeah, you're not set to any notes, so that makes a difference. Okay. Now, can I get away with just using the tregs? That would be nice. Just stick it into the... we'll turn up the decay, though, so that it's like always like max length decay time on it. We'll just throw it into the neutron filter. I'm going to use it mono, but that's peachy. Don't matter none. He don't care none. Actually, we can feed it 2 signals. Now, does that... You shut up. Don't give away the farm, you bastard. I hear nothing. Oh, that's because... Let's dial in a loop here. Sleepless Droids. Oh, really? That's cool. And hey, Lichtenberg, what's going on? Welcome back. Okay, so if we loop these guys, what do we got? We have a C. Congratulations. Thanks, man. Let's get a loop going here. That doesn't suck. Make it shorter, actually. I had the other ones that were pretty short. They're only like 6 steps. Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8.5. 17 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. 14? No. 13? I'm going from the... Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, 15 steps long. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1. Oh my god, stop drilling. Please? Please? Okay, now what about this guy? Oscillator tune creep going down. Okay, let's put that away for now. I think that maybe we'll do it for now. And that makes sense because we're right about the hour-and-a-half mark. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch to my starting soon scene. I thought about this. I was like, until I rig this up, this might be a good stopgap solution to do this. That way, when you scan through the video, you can see the start of the performance a lot easier. So, guess it kind of works. Let's get this on. I'm going to mute my mic. and raging egotist that I am, I have to end it with the choir of me. If you were curious where that choir was coming from, yeah, at the beginning-ish or somewhere in the stream, I don't know, 15, 20-minute mark, I sung into the R-bar 6 different 3-note chords. So, yeah, and it's just flipping from layer to layer, being filtered, and then I've got an envelope going through the filter. For rhythmic niftiness, which is coming from the Turing machine pulses. And it's just a random voltage dialing in whatever layer it is. But, damn, man, the R-bar. It's just nifty. And, like, the fact that they stuck the little condenser mic in the front panel. Brilliant touch of genius design right there. That's such a great idea. But, yeah, anywho, I go on and on. I do. But, yeah, cool. Good to see some new faces here tonight. Yeah, it's got a little tiny microphone built in. And it's actually not a bad little microphone. Like, obviously, it's this tiny little itty-bitty pinprick, condenser kind of thing. But the preamp is really nice. It's got a tape saturation style preamp, so like that sort of does give it a little bit of extra warmth. I've used it for percussion and bells and drums and stuff, like live drums into it, and done some pretty interesting shit, just with that little bitty microphone. Like, I mean, maybe it would be cool if I had like an actual instrument input in my rack someplace. I do have room for it. I don't know if I need it, I mean, it would be neat. I could bring in my Udo drum. I have a little condenser mic in my Udo drum, and it needs phantom power and all that. So it'd be kind of cool to have a little separate module. Although I was thinking if there's enough room, I can look in this pod. I have my subharmonicon mounted in a, whatever this is, 60-something HP pod. Biggest pod they make. So it's got an extra 4 HP left over. So if I can find an instrument input to put it in there, that'd actually be a perfect little thing for this. That'd be an ideal little companion. Little buddy.
Little buddy. Hey, Mr. Subharmonicon. I'm your little buddy.
Yeah, feedback loop stuff would be a lot of fun. And again, that's where the Praeterio Versio third-party firmware. So, by the way, Jason, I put the 2 switches here for the buffer length or size or whatever. They're in a different position in the left and the right ear. So there's this constant, like, weird cycling polyrhythmic thing going on. Like 11 seconds and 23 seconds or something. It's like really, it's not mathematically dividable or whatever, not a whole number. And it's amazing. The thing is so cool. So, yeah. All y'all should check that out, too. That's, it's really, really good. So, if you have a Versio, Okay, are you gonna stop now? Oh, there you go. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna hit the road, y'all, and get me my Friday night tradition and go get me some tacos. Maybe even lengua tacos. I don't know if I feel quite up to that. Pico makes an input thing? I hope it's not that deep, though, because it's these pods are, while not super skiffy, they're pretty skiffy. They're pretty shallow. It's probably about 35 millimeters deep. Something like that. If I were to hazard a guess. So, anywho, I'll look around. We'll see what happens. Next one's going to be Sunday evening, probably about the same time. I usually start about 5 o'clock Central Time. It just depends, Summer was much heavier because I'm a teacher, so, yeah, stupid job. But y'all have a good night, and thanks again for stopping by, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Oh, it is 35 millimeter. Score! Estimation win. All right, take it easy, y'all.